Why are restaurant POS suggested tips so high? Imagine sitting down at a restaurant and seeing the tip options on the screen pop up with 20, 25, or even 30%. You might wonder, why are these suggested tips so high? Well, there are a few reasons behind this trend that are rooted in how tipping works in the United States and how technology influences our choices. First, tipping in the United States is not just a nice gesture. It is a big part of how restaurant workers earn their living. Many servers make only about $2.13 an hour before tips, which is well below the minimum wage. Because of this, they depend heavily on tips to reach a decent income. This means customers are expected to tip generously, usually between 15 and 25% of the bill, to fairly compensate the staff for their service. Second, the rise of digital payment systems and point-of-sale devices has made tipping easier and faster. These systems often come with preset tip options like 20%, 25%, or even 30%. When you see these options, it can create a social pressure to choose a higher tip. This phenomenon is sometimes called tipflation, where tipping at higher rates becomes more common, even for takeout or counter service, where tipping was not always expected before. From a cultural point of view, these high suggested tips reflected an unspoken agreement in American dining culture. Customers are expected to reward good service with a generous tip. Not leaving a tip or leaving a low tip can sometimes be seen as rude or disrespectful. This is quite different from many other countries where tipping is less common, or service charges are included in the bill, and workers are paid a living wage. For diners, understanding these norms helps avoid awkward moments and shows respect for service workers. When you are in the United States, it's typical to tip around 20%, adjusting higher for exceptional service or lower if the service was not good. Being aware of these suggested tips on the POS systems helps you make choices that align with local etiquette and shows appreciation for the staff. In the end, these suggested high tips are mainly because tipping is a key part of workers' income and social expectations in American dining. Technology makes it easy to select higher percentages, and that has become a common practice. Knowing this helps you navigate the system smoothly and be a considerate guest in any restaurant.